Welcome, travelers, young and old, from near and far. Join me as we continue the tale of Finwe and Doris and his new life here in Morrowind. When we last left Finwe, he had just completed one part of his covert dealings in Southwestern Vvardenfell. Once again, Finwe traveled to the Bitter Coast to deal with a group of Commona Tong agents that were giving one of Finwe's Thieves Guild Khajit friends trouble, although this time, Finwe was able to defeat 4 Tong agents at once, whereas before he had difficulty holding his own against 2 or 3. Yet Finwe does not have much time for revelry, for if anything, this operation has reminded him of the spy and criminal networks that dot this region, and he's sure that this includes Blade's operatives. And so we find Finwe preparing to return to Vivec, this time on a less than holy mission, but one that he hopes will at least for a time set him free to pursue more spiritual matters. And with that, welcome back, everyone, to the tale of Finwe and Doris with me, Dr. Morrowind, and we're here with Jacob Julan, of course. So yes, what are we up to? We just went ahead and finished that little side thing for Anasi, but I don't think we're going to be going right back to Pelagiad. It's a little bit out of the way. I think we're going to be going pretty much straight to Vivec. The question is how to best affect that. I don't know. I need to think. Because originally, we're gonna test something real fast. We're gonna see if my normal teleportation, like round, still works. So here's what we're gonna do. Well, I guess we could just take the boat back to Vivec rather than expend 80 points of magicka. Or can we? Who knows?
I can spare a few
I don't know why they don't
talk.
take me to Vivec anymore. That's some dog shit. Maybe from Hiaod I can go to Vivec. Maybe Vivec just doesn't... Maybe it's a one-way sort
Under
of boat
sun and
route.
sky, Outlander, we greet you warmly.
Travel, Siadanine, Narmak, and cool. Now what the fuck? Man, that is some weird shit. That is so strange to me, having dealt with the original teleportation grid. Alright, well, back to what I was saying. I want to try something out. I want to see... Because in the original game, I believe... From Sadrith Mora, if I were to Divine Intervention from Indoranian, it would take me here to Sadrith Mora. And then if I Civi Intervention here, it should take me to Molag Mar. And then if I Divine Intervention, it should take me to Evanhart. And then if I Civi Intervention, it should take me to Vivec. Let's see if that's still the case. So recall to Indoranian. Is there anything I need here? I have an additional book I think I could drop off. I have a couple, actually. Let's get this out of the way just for the moment. All right. Oh, I didn't read these, did I? Let's take a look. Sermon 9. Right, I did read that one aloud, so we can sell that. 27. 27 is the Scripture of the Word. Lesson 27. I'm going to be honest, I've been drinking a little bit already tonight, so I cannot remember off the top of my head what 27 is. I want to say in the Sermon of the Numbers. 29 is Captive Sage. Alright, I'm going to take a guess here. You will get a digital cookie if you comment on whether I am correct on this or not. I am guessing that 27 correlates to the drowned lamp in the Sermon of the Numbers. If you research that and find it out for me, I will give you a digital cookie. And they are delicious. Right, what is Sermon 27? Anything important? No, honestly, not really. There's nothing here that's really easy to go ahead and connect to the other lessons. There's 2 points that are interesting. The first part, the Scripture of the Word, actually really, in my opinion, connects to symbolic interactionism and some points in social psychology of all languages based on meat. Do not let the sophist fool you. It's the idea that whenever we use words, the idea of a word is to go ahead and like create a set of shared meanings that you and someone else can operate under. So like if I say I sat on the chair and we both have this and we both understand that the word for chair means this four-pronged object that you can rest your ass upon, like it makes interaction easier. But what that sermon is basically saying is, remember that words aren't perfect expressions of meanings. They're our best attempt at rendering meanings in a way to where we can, interact with each other. I always loved that about that sermon, but that's about the only thing I loved about it. All right, so we're at Indoranian, which means now if I teleport using... Ooh, I gotta move this over. Did I just make the map zoom out? Can I do that? Whatever. Anyway. Divine Intervention should take me to Cedrith Mora. Divine Intervention will take me to Cedrith Mora. We'll top off our magicka while we're here. And we're not going to take on any quests right now. That's just going to engage us in a series of entanglements that just doesn't seem ideal right now. Nope, sorry, didn't mean the Mages Guild. It's been a minute since we've been back here as well. Which is kind of what I was hoping for, Finway's tale, is that eventually he would feel as both the East and the West are home, versus just one or the other, which is, I feel like, how many playthroughs go. Alright, we got our magicka back. Now, next step. If we own Civi Intervention, we should end up in Molag Mar, or maybe Alderaan, the Canoed Temple.
3 blessings, Sarah.
Where in the fuck are... Oh my god. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. This place actually counts as a temple shrine? Wow. Holy fuck. Alright, well, I guess I know now. Anyhow, we're making our way back to Vivec, so I guess I'll go to the Mages Guild and use the guild guide. That'll take us to the Foreign Quarter. I guess I really don't need to, walk through the front gate. That was the point of the pilgrimage there. We saw Vivec as though we were a pilgrim coming there on land for the first time. We didn't actually need to walk up into the Foreign Quarter Canton. Right, so we're doing a quest for Caius just because we were spending a lot of time down here and we didn't want him to start sniffing too hard or making life difficult for us. He gave us, those are directions. Mission to Vivec is the notes we want. Here's this nice little summary, which is great for, it's been a couple of chapters since he gave us this. So here's what we're doing. The following are notes prepared by Caius Casades to summarize your mission to Vivec. In Vivec, look for these 3 persons and get them to tell you what they know about the Nerevarine cult and the 6th House cult. Both of which, I feel like this is also a good thing. One good thing about our contact with the Blades. The more we become involved with the temple, the more we're inherently going to care about these 2 things because they're 2 heretical groups. So, I guess Caius has one use to us. I mean, he has all the negatives, but he has at least one use. Anywho. Each owes me being Caius, a favor, and each should be willing to cooperate. A Darren here is a Khajit and a Thieves Guild operative. Another good A-named Khajit friend, female, in the Thieves Guild. That is funny. She won't be easy to find, but ask around in the St. Olms Canton. St. Olms. I want to say he's the law-giving saint. You won't get a cookie if you answer that in the comments, but I will give you a Tootsie Roll if you answer that, if you confirm whether I'm right. Folks are easily offended in St. Olms. Be careful what you say. A little courtesy, a little coin, a little favor in the right place will get you in touch with her. Hulahi is an Argonian and a Morrowind Tong assassin. Look for him in the Foreign Quarter at the Black Shawl Corner Club. He's known around Vivec as a lover of books and old things. So, Foreign Quarter, books, clearly Jabasha. Good. So we're going to start off our trip in Vivec with a little drinky poo in the Blackshall Corner Club. Excellent. Cheers. So our third person on this list is Mara Milo, is a temple priestess who works in the libraries at the Hall of Wisdom and Oh my fucking Christ. We are fucking out of here as soon as this is over. Caius has a person in the temple! The temple! The sacred temple! And Caius! Oh, you motherfucker! Fighters Guild! Mages Guild! And then this... you know what, though? I'm glad I went on this tangent because I just remembered. That Fighters Guild agent that we did that favor for said he'd give us a key to that thing. What is it? At Dwarmer Ruin. So, we may go back there eventually. Anyway, the Hall of Wisdom and Justice is open to the public. Just walk around until you find her. Do not, in all capital letters, ask anyone at the Hall of Wisdom and Justice about her. I don't want to draw attention to the fact that she's talking to an outlander. It's fine. Caius's notes. I am an acolyte in the temple. I bet I outrank Maramilo. Maramilo is a particular friend, and I don't want her to get into trouble. I don't know if we have any actual authority or duties beyond below the commission rank of curate. I'd want to say maybe, but I don't know. Probably not. All right. And she's a particular friend, eh? Caius, you old skooma fiend. When you've spoken with each of these persons and gotten what information they can give you, return and report to me. Yes, Caius's notes. I shall do these things. First step.
Wealth beyond
Tirim Galdar. I don't know. Wait a minute. What do we want to do? Do we want to go talk to the priestess first? Or do we want to go talk to these other two folks? We're already in the foreign canon. We're gonna talk to the people here first. Quick other thing. Do I have shit to sell? Maybe a little bit, but not really. Okay. Just good to know. What we really need is to get some higher level soul gems. Because right now I just have Baby Town Frolic bullshit, and that's not going to cut it. Sorry, you caught me thinking, No, we're not going to deal with training. Not right now.
Be well, traveler.
Be well, traveler. Shakes his spear. Is that a penis reference? It's kind of funny, actually. Well done. Alright, I'm a little drunky poo, so we're going to go ahead and try and take the old Dr. Morrowind shortcut real fast. Come on. Come on. We'll survive. We'll be fine. There we go. I'll only do that once. Oh, and I'm going to pay the price because fucking Jacob got stuck up there.
Greetings.
Greetings. Ugh. I suppose it would look goofy, you know, someone just jumping off the side here and going down like that. Wait, where is Jacob?
What is it?
Where is... Oh, I know where he is. I made a mistake. I made a big mistake in what guild was I at. Fuck. Do you remember whenever I arrived here and I touched the teleportation pad? So that allows me to get by without pain for moving between guilds, but I can't take Jacob with me without actually talking to the traveler. Should have remembered that.
Well met.
Oh, what do you think about the Mages Guild, Jacob? How in Oblivion do mages always make magic seem so dry and boring? Magic's fun. There's nothing dull about a fireball if you're aiming it right. Indeed. I concur.
Wealth beyond measure.
Wealth beyond measure, Outlander. Oh, I'm so glad I managed to get around them. But yes, and Jacob made it through. Yes. I was really thinking, oh, fuck, he definitely got stuck back in there, didn't he? So where are we in terms of getting ready to level up? We're about 40% of the way there. So looking like strength and personality are winning out, but I don't know if I have anything cheap in strength to train up, I'm gonna be honest. Ooh, no, I'm not, I was like, oh, I should ask around for these people, be like, do you know where the Black Shawl Corner Club and shit is? But no, let's not leave a rumor trail of, you know, I almost said an ordinator, an outlander asking for this club. But real quick, I do want to talk to at least one of these well-dressed folks. Hello, my good Saren Othrelin. What do you have to say? Blessings of the three upon you, Finwe and Doris. How may I assist you in the temple? Some observe the avaricious expansion of Lalu, Redoran, and Telvanni into the wilds of Vvardenfell, and imagine an erosion of the temple's influence since it holds claim. Whatever. That one tiny little spelling error completely threw me off. Goodbye. Tidings, citizen. God damn, these guys were always so scary. Oh, fucking bastards. Alright, Black Shawl Corner Club. We got... Are you look like an Ashlander, but you don't have an Ashlander name. Who are you? Telvin Barham. I'm fine, thank you. What can I do for you? You can have some kind of topic, like a background or something. What are you? That you don't have anything to say? Odd. Right, there's the Argonian.
I can tell.
Relil Giral. Welcome to the Black Shulk. What can I do for you, Black Shulk? We're one of the best corner clubs you'll find in the whole of Vvardenfell, and perhaps the best you'll find in Vivec. If you're hungry, why not take a meal? Yeah, what do you got to eat? You have Scuttle and Sultrus. I'm not dealing with this. I'm officially calling an end to me even remotely entertaining the idea of pretending to eat. That is dead.
What do you want?
Hello, Hulahi.
Yes.
I need to take you away from your friend. I need to talk to you. I welcome you as the friend of my friend, Finwe and Doris, but I wish to go to my friend's bookstore, and these troublesome fools are in my way. I've tried to persuade them, but they hate my race, and I fear there will be violence. Perhaps if you speak with them, but be careful and be ready. Your friend's bookstore. Is it Jabasha? My friend Jabasha the Khajit has a bookstore. Jabasha's Rare Books. If you will agree to travel with me there, I will answer your questions. But before we go, I beg you try to persuade these troublesome fools to leave us alone. Otherwise, I fear they will attack us the moment we go to leave. Very good. Very good.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
All right, you will listen, but make it quick. All right. Athelis Seville. Am I talking to you, Fetcher? No, I'm talking to the filthy lizard. So, push off. Ooh, push off, eh? How about you get fucked, my good sir? Filthy lizard. What, are you some kind of filthy lizard lover? You want to give your friend a big kiss? Oh, Julian, if we kill these people, it's gonna be very bloody, and everyone's gonna be looking. Are you Commona Tong? What's it to you? Business. House Lalu. Alright, you're House Lalu, are you? I thought you were Commona Tong. You don't have the normal Commona Tong, like, things, though. What about you? No. Alright. Alright. Ooh, filthy lizard. He doesn't like us anymore. And he doesn't like us anymore. Is it because every time we talk to them, the disposition goes down? Yes. Alright. That's exactly what it is.
Where is that slave? Go ahead.
Yep. One of those fun little dialogue devices. I have no idea what we should do here. I mean, let's try and admire them. I don't want to pay them. Fuck that. I mean, Caius did give us money for bribes, but we're not bribing these assholes. Oh, we're just gonna taunt and kill them. I will end you, I will end you, I will end you! How about that? We're done dealing with these fucking nativists that are being assholes to us. You must be Finwe and Doris. You should know that you have a price on your head. As a bounty hunter, it's my duty to bring you to justice. Why do I have a bounty? What the fuck? The shit?
It's nearing an end.
Alright, fine.
Go ahead. Speak.
Oh, god damn it. Oh. Alright, well, I'll see you all here in a minute. I'm gonna go grab Jacob, and then we will go back downstairs and prepare to deal with those fucking
How may I
assholes.
help you, Altmer?
All right, everyone, let's try this again.
Go ahead.
Quick save. I think we are gonna have to bribe these guys. All right. I should have cast charm on him first. 10 gold. 1 gold, 1 dispo increase for that, huh? 10, and then a 17. It's completely random now. 75. One more. 78. Fail. 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 Come on, if you like 10 gold a second ago, what the fuck? Are you too good for it now? Success. 83. I think. So, there's like certain cutoffs in this game, and I want to say 70 or 80 is normally where people are generally like, alright, I like you enough to where I will reasonably inconvenience myself to go ahead and help you out. So I had to pay, what was that, like 50 or 60 of our 200. Let's see how much money we end up having at the end of this. I'm taking off 20 for the travel costs to get here. We'll assume we use the guild guide. And then 50 with him. So we have 130 gold left. Filthy lizard. Blah, blah, blah. He can stay here forever, for all I care. Not my problem. What's my journal say? I spoke with the troublesome fools bothering Hulahi. Wow, I am just stumbling over my words. And they agreed to leave him alone. Awesome. Cool. So now, let's go ahead and take him back to Jabasha and see if Jabasha will reward us with some books. And then we'll sell those books, and then maybe we'll come out ahead. Are we ready to travel together to Jabasha's? When we arrive at my friend's bookstore, I will answer your questions there. Let's travel together. Will you travel with me? I just said I would. Classic Morrowind quest directions. We leave the door to the Foreign Quarter Wasteworks, turn right, west, continue down the hall and across the atrium on the same level, then follow the opposite corridor west along the other side of the atrium all the way to Jabasha's door. Fucking Christ. Come on. I mean, yes, you need that. That makes sense. But I feel like that little bit of dialogue just shows how useful in some regards quest markers can be. I think with quest markers, the best time for quest markers to be used in games is whenever it's for miscellaneous shit or small things. Don't use big quest markers. You don't need quest markers for large, buildings. Like ruins and whatnot. What you need is, you're looking for a specific sword that's fucking hard as shit to find in there. I'm more inclined to then say, yeah, quest markers are going to be a big, big help, and they negate a lot of frustration. Alright, so as soon as we walk through the door, Hulahi. Yes, thank you very much. We should be free from distraction here. Now, I said I'd tell you about the Nerevarine cult so you can report to Caius. And I don't know of any sixth house cult, but I can tell you what I do know. What does that mean? You said that you don't know. Whatever. Before I talk to you, I don't want to talk to you right next to the door, A. B, let's see if Jabasha likes us a little bit more for bringing his friend back to him safe and sound. Hey, I helped your buddy, you know.
Speak.
Greetings, fisherman. Welcome to Jabasha's. What do you think about me helping Hulahi? Good friend and regular customer. Jabasha thanks Finwe and Doris. I was hoping for a little bit more than that, my good sir. Alright. And you're not going to move inward, are you?
Welcome to
All right,
Valhalla.
Hulahi, we'll
Speak
talk here right
freely.
next to the fucking front door.
So clumsy.
What do you have to
All
tell me
my
about the
fault.
Nerevarine cult and the Sixth House cult? Nerevarine cult. To understand the Nerevarine cult, you must understand the history of the Ashlanders. Nerevar means something different to the Ashlanders from what he means to the Dunmer of the Great Houses. You should also know about the persecution of the Nerevarine and the legacy of the False Incarnate, for the Nerevarine cult is at the heart of the ancient conflict between the nomadic Ashlanders and the Great House settled Dunmer. Here's a summary for Caius, but ask your questions and I'll answer in detail. We'll do that, but real quick, I wanted to see what he meant about. I'll tell you what I know about what I don't know for the Sixth House. He says, I've never heard of such a thing. House Dagoth was the Sixth House, but in the War of the First Council they betrayed the other great houses and were destroyed for their treason. But I've never heard of anyone worshipping them. Dagoth the ancient head of House Dagoth, is the devil of the tribunal faith, but I've never heard of anyone worshipping him either. Okay. Tell me about the history of the Ashlanders, Hulahi. In the First Era, the nomadic Ashlanders and the settled Dunmer clans were much alike, but after the First Council and the formation of the Great Houses, Ashlanders have been steadily forced into the poorest and most hostile lands. Now the nomadic tribes look to the prophesized return of Nerevar for a restoration of their ancient rites and religious traditions. I don't have any real comment on that. Now that I really think about it, again, like, I feel like Finwe has some affinity with the Wandering Ashlanders. I guess he also kind of understands how shitty it is to have a greater power stomp on the back of your neck, kind of like how the Empire imprisoned or killed all of Clan Doris. But, I mean, at the same time, like, Finwe probably right now is rationalizing it in with, well, this is what you get for being a bunch of fucking heretics. Like, come on now. Clearly, the tribunal sun is, you know, a glow to which the great houses have blossomed, and if only the Ashlanders would pull their heads out of the sand, they could also benefit. At least that's probably where Finwe is right now. And again, he's back in the holy city of Vivec, so the the religious fervor is probably going to come out a little bit easier. All right, what else do you have to say? Great houses. Nothing that everyone else hasn't already told us. Tell me about the false incarnate. In the past, some have claimed to be the reincarnated Nerevar. The most recent is known as Peak Star, a figure legend among the Waste tribes for the last 30 years. The temple says these false incarnates disprove the prophecies, since the false incarnates fail and come to nothing, but the mystical Nerevarine cult glorifies rather than shrinks from contradictions, citing the appearance of failed incarnates as certain proof of Nerevar's coming rebirth. The failed incarnates prove that Nerevar is going to come back. That is an interesting interpretation. By losing, we win, is what that sounds like. Persecution of the Nerevarine. Tell me about that. The temple treats the Nerevarine prophecies as heresy, and the temple imprisons and executes heretics unless prevented by imperial law. But since the Nerevarine cult is hostile to the Empire, the Empire does not interfere when the temple persecutes the cult. Ashlanders hate the temple, and particularly the Ordinators, for their ruthless treatment of Nerevarine cultists. Alright, well, thank you for all that interesting information, Hulahi. And try not to piss off any more nativists in House Lalu. Yeah, I'm kind of confused. Like, I really thought that Lalu was supposed to be more, you know, imperial and cosmopolitan, but they're the ones that seem to be the most tied to the nativists.
Outlander.
I must be going.
Anyway, alright, next step. Civi intervention to the temple. I think we're gonna go deal with a deer in a here first. Yes, we are. We're gonna go deal with a deer on a pinnin in a here. I think this is St. Holmes. I'm hoping there's gonna be one of those little tiny yes, this. this should display what it is. St. Holmes. All right, let's go find a din-in-in-in-in-in-ear. Another female A-named Khajit. St. Holmes Wastework. All right. Hello, Davis Theranine. Do you know anything about the din-in-in-in-in-ear? Oh, a din-in-in-in-in-ear? That name does sound familiar. For some reason, I just can't seem to remember. Oh, you little bastard. Here's 10 gold. You're a pauper. Here's 10 gold. Oh, you motherfucker. Here's 10 gold. Oh, get fucked. Get fucked. There has to be someone else I can talk to. One of you people, perhaps. So we're down another 10 gold. So I think, what, we're down to 80 now? Let's get a charm spell out.
Let's do some business,
Niles
shall we?
Glillineth, jumping for joy, remembering to use my charm spell. Here's 10 gold. Oh my god. Fuck you, then. What? How are all these paupers too good for my money? Adili Aranin.
What do you want?
Alright, you like me at 65. Do you know a Dinananir? She's a sneak and a thief, and I don't like her one bit. She's probably hiding from that tax man. She's hiding from the tax man, eh? A Dinananir will be hiding in the underworks while the tax man's here. Interesting. Can I get rid of him then? Where's the din? Where? Aha! Yes, the fancy-looking Imperial. So, men always seem to wear skirts in this, and I can't tell if it's fashionable or not.
Yes?
Hello, Duvius Flatorius. Yeah, oh, you're looking for a Dinananananir, are you? Yes, her name is a Dinananananir, and she's a Khajit. Do you know where I can find her? No. Excuse me, I'm busy. Sorry to bother you, even though I approached you. Fuck. So we're gonna have to go down, just to come back up, just to go back down. I fucking guarantee it. We're not gonna talk to random people. We're just gonna take care of this shit real fast. Can you tell how many times I've had to deal with this?
Speak freely.
Hello, Adinananir. So, great. So Kaya says to you, speak with a Dinananir. And you have done this thing. You are speaking with a Dinananir, but a Dinananir will not talk to you about the Nerevarine or the Sixth House cult. And because why? Because the Dinananir is, at this moment, very distracted by a nice census and excise agent, who also wants to speak with her. Let me guess. If I get him to fuck off, you'll tell me about something. In this classic little I do a tiny favor and you do me another favor. You have come from Caius, so of course he tells you all about the Dinananir, and how she's a friend of Caius, who does little things for Caius, and who is also a member of the Thieves Guild, not at all important, but very helpful and loyal to fellow guild. Blah, blah, fuck, I know. Dinananir, I know. Anyhow, this is not how I feel like, this is not how Finwe wants to spend his time. He's getting very annoyed, as I am also getting annoyed, at spending his time in the Holy City dealing with this dog shit for Caius. Like, it's kind of useful and necessary, but so doesn't mean that Finwe likes
Make
it.
it quick.
Oh, don't walk past me, you dirty tax-collecting
Speak
bastard.
freely, friend.
Yeah, fuck you. You half-blinking shit. I have to talk to you about Dinananir. What? No. Don't tell me that I have to... Oh, Jesus Christ. Was that not the dialogue tree I needed? Of course it wasn't. Of course it wasn't. Oh, goodness. I kind of find it interesting that they don't have locks on... I thought I clicked that. Whatever. I'm not even bothering to read it. I'm so annoyed. I got the dialogue update to go talk to the tax guy, which is basically, blah, blah, blah. I'm a sneaky Khajit in the Thieves Guild, and so long as that tax guy's up there, fuck you. I know. I know. Come on. Sorry, this is like one of the most annoying early main quests is having to run up and down that set of staircases, and I just made it 3 times as bad, and I'm just so pissed. Alright, yes, her name's Adinanir. Do you know where I can find her? Yeah, third time I came up to you, I was so nervous, because you are such a handsome male Imperial, that I just fucking choked, and I failed to tell you that she just took a gondola to the mainland. What a disappointment, but thank you for your time. I was just heading back to the mainland myself. Sure you were. I'm sure you were. I wonder what would have happened if I told him that she was in the underworks. I have never actually done that. But I'm not going to either. Instead, I'm probably just going to look it up on the UESP and find out what would happen. And I'm going to be really disappointed when the option was to kill him and then recoup some of my losses. I still have 120 gold. So, you are the Adinanir. She says, so, you are the one Adinanir must thank for getting rid of the annoying census and excise agent? Indeed, Adinanir is very glad to see you and very happy to tell a friend of my good friend Caius all about the 6th house cult. And Adinanir knows nothing about the Nerevarine, but Adinanir is happy to tell you that too if it makes Cassius happy. Caius. I always used to call him Cassius. Ask away, Finwe and Doris. I like how it looks like her teeth are barred. What a weird-looking face. Well, tell me about the Nerevarine, which you know nothing about. Yeah, you know nothing about it. You know, she says, yes, Adinanir knows nothing about this Nerevarine cult because it is just silly superstition. So you tell Caius this. Nobody in her right mind pays attention to any of this nonsense. Prophecies and ancient heroes reborn and other silliness. Fuzzy tales for little kitties. Indeed. At least you're amusing and you're saying of nothing. 6th house cult? Adinanir knows about this because it is about smuggling. Some smart smugglers are suddenly too busy for their old clients because they have a new employer, the 6th house, who pays very well. But what do they smuggle now? Adinanir doesn't know because they are very secret, and this is odd because these smugglers are always loud and bragging, and now they hush up like fat-bellied kitties full of sweet meats. Oh god. Apologies. Indeed, Adinanir. Well, sorry if you could hear me with that refreshing Mazte, but I really needed that after running up and down the goddamn stairs. Well, thank you, Adinanir. So, don't blink at me, though. The 6th house cult is involved in smuggling, eh? Now the 6th house hires smugglers, but Adinanir doesn't know what they're smuggling. Check in my journal. Did I actually get the thing? Yeah, okay. Alright. So, here's what we know so far about the 6th house cult and the Nerevarine cult. They're prophetic. They're both involved with First Era, Great House, and Dunmer culture and politics. They're both heretical in the eyes of the temple. The Ashlanders are hoping for Nerevar to be reborn, and they're persecuted for this. And apparently, a group called the 6th House, which was the original political faction of, an ancient enemy of the temple, is now has reemerged after 2,000 years and engages in smuggling. Yes, let's Civvy back to... Yes, I love doing that. So that is what we know. What do you think about all this, Julian, Jacob? Yeah, the tribunal are imposters. Shames, blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. Like your ancestors could beat the tribunal. Case in point, Julian Jacob, go take a look at the fucking ghost fence. Didn't absorb Ohm's benediction. Didn't absorb Roars's bloom. Didn't absorb Rome's grace. I'm almost positive it's because I've been to all these before. What the fuck? Come on. St. Veloth's indwelling. City restoration. There we go. God, I don't know what determines all of that, but I'm worried that eventually I'm not going to be able to use the shrines to refill my magicka. Right, so, with all of that, now we have one last thing. We need to talk to Mare Milo in the hall. Oh, we saw her once. She's in the Hall of Wisdom. She's in the library, and we're not supposed to fucking mention anything. Jacob, keep your goddamn mouth shut. Let's go. Library of Vivec. Quick save. Jacob, what do you have to say about all these books? That must be Mare Milo over there. I was picturing someone more cruel and evil looking. Why? Mare Milo. Come on, talk to her. I will. What do you have to say about Didin and Anir? We found out what Caius wants from her, although I can't see why it matters. Man, this is interesting. You have everything to say about the main quest, huh? Hulahi. Can I see the notes he gave you? Reads, yes, Hulahi is great understanding. I could have told you all this, of course, but I never could have put it so well. I can never remember all the names and details properly. And what good are you, Jacob? Get a citation machine or something.
What do you want?
Hello, Mara. Yes, I'm Mare Milo. Kaya sent you? Follow me to the back of the library. We can't talk here. Very well. And I will walk. Yes. We're walking back here. Oh god, I thought that ordinator was following us. Alright, Mara. What's up? Go ahead. I'm afraid I don't know anything about a sixth house cult, but I can tell you about the Nerevarine cult. Well then tell me about it. The temple worships Nerevar as a saint and a hero, but prophecies of his reincarnation are punished as wicked heresy. The Nerevarine cult claims the temple are false gods, hence the temple's persecution of the Nerevarine cult. A group called the Dissident Priests disputes temple doctrine on the Nerevarine prophecies. The prescribed book, Progress of Truth, describes their beliefs. Get a copy of Progress of Truth for Caius. That will tell him what he needs to know about the Nerevarine cult. I don't understand what you mean by false gods, ma'am, in that they built a giant 100-foot fucking energy barrier to keep the blight in. Clearly gods. Clearly doing things for the people, so I don't know how they're false. Like, that statement doesn't make any sense. Don't you work in the temple? Are you one of these dissidents? Tell me about these dissident priests. Can I ask about that? Dissident priest. The dissident priests dispute temple doctrine and are outlawed and persecuted by the temple. Ordinators arrest and imprison heretics, and the Empire cannot interfere. Progress of Truth lists their beliefs. In brief, they challenge the purity and divinity of the tribunal, suggesting their powers are sorcerous, not divine, perhaps even akin to the powers of Dagoth-Ur. They also condemn the arbitrary powers of the Ordinators and accuse the temple hierarchy of self-interest and corruption. Now listen, ma'am. 3 happens in every religious organization, so I absolutely believe that. 2 I can understand as well because the Ordinators are the one that clamp down on the dissident priests. But what evidence do you have of, A, and also, second point, the power is still being used to fight this thing? I'd also like to remind, anyway, I don't understand why you're definitely a dissident priest, and I don't like you. Maybe I should, if I turn you in, obviously, Caius is going to be upset, and we can't have that. But you're lucky, Mara, because we are not a fan right now. Persecuted by the temple. Tell me of your struggles. Why does the temple persecute dissident priests? Because attacks on the temple weaken the faith and leave the people defenseless against Dagoth-Ur. Okay, that makes logical sense. Faith is what strengthens the will of the believer against Dagoth-Ur's lies, and faith is the source of the divine power that sustains the tribunal in their battle. Since the Empire, some Dunmer have turned away from the temple, and that's why Dagoth-Ur grows stronger, and why blight storms and monsters threaten the land. Okay, so it sounds like you fucking dissident priests, like, yeah, okay. You gotta go ahead and allow for dispute in religious doctrine, and that's why I agree with B. Like, it sounds like the Ordinators have taken it too far trying to make sure that the people are safe, but I still don't see why you're taking it. Like, it sounds like the tribunal and the entire temple as a whole is correct, and you're just upset about particular bits of it, which is understandable, but I don't know. I don't like this. Finwe does not like this. We were not supposed to be getting involved in this heretical shit when we came to handle this. All right. What else? A little bit. Let's get all... We're not coming back to talk to you for a while. I don't want to be here for a while now that we might have been seen talking to someone who might get arrested. Foreshadowing. So, tell me about, the persecution of the Nerevarine. It's an Ashlander cult. Primitive superstition, says the temple. The Nerevarine say the tribunal are false. Yeah. Let's try that again. It's an Ashlander cult. Primitive superstition, says the temple. Nerevarines say the tribunal are false gods. I've never understood why the tribunal temple wastes so much energy on them. The faithful cannot be shaken by such attacks, and Ashlanders are just ignorant savages. But since the submission of the temple to the Empire and the erosion of the faith among the Dunmer, the militant wing of the temple is increasingly fierce in its attacks on heretics and heathens. Okay, Counter-Reformation time, eh? I've been playing too much EU4. Tell me about the progress of truth, then. This book lists the disputes of the dissonant priests with the tribunal temple doctrines. The temple has outlawed the sale or possession of the book, so it will be hard to find. We have a copy here, but I fear I'm being watched by ordinators here. And now we've been seen with you. We're getting the fuck out of Dodge. A safer plan would be to look at local booksellers. Some booksellers ignore temple bans on outlawed books for profits or for principles. Well, we're not taking the one here, because they're looking at you. They're looking at us now. So, we're going to go buy a book. Ugh, my apologies. We're going to go buy a book. We're going to get the fuck away from you, though. Do I have everything I need? Do I need anything else from you? I really hope not. Yeah, okay. Let's get out of here. Goodbye, Maramilo, you fucking heretic. You're one of the reasons why Dagother is winning. I don't think Finway's actually too upset. He just doesn't want to be seen with her, because she's clearly one of these dissonant priests. Yeah, in fact, I don't want to even be seen walking out of there. Let's just sit the intervention out. Let's just sit the intervention out. Okay, so, next step. Let's go and, I don't yeah, it'll be fine. Ignore me. Anyway, let's go get that book from Jabashah. And then let's get the fuck out of Vivec. I am not happy about this. As soon as we get that book, we're just going to recall to Indoranian. And we'll probably read it there out of everyone's sight before we give it to Caius. Because obviously we have to know what the thing says. But we don't want to be seen even, like, possessing this thing. That's why as soon as we buy it, like, we are out. Now, what's our reason for coming back here? Oh, we're just checking in, making sure that Hulahi is okay and everything. I mean, after those fucking dickhead racists accosted him in the local bar, we were worried that they might come and, burn Jabash's bookstore to the ground or some shit. So, of course there's a reasonable explanation why we're coming here. Jabashah. Yes. Alright. Jabashah, my good man. Look over here. I don't want to even have that ordinator see me. Greetings, Finwe and Doris. Yes, greetings indeed. Do you have the progress of truth? Do you know what that is? He's not going to talk about it. Smart. Dissonant priests, do you know about them? They're a group of priests that spread ideas and take action that violate temple doctrines. Joshua does not know these priests. They are called outlaws by the temple. Joshua does not associate with outlaws. I bet you don't. You know Basia? She is a very remarkable Khajit. There is more to her than appears. She wants to learn, so Jabashah teaches her to read. Basia intelligent and quick learner. She has an open manner, but do not press her to speak of her past. I don't even remember who that is. Jabasha, I need to sell... Well, no, I want to see how much the Progress of Truth is going to cost me. We've spent... Oh, no, we're going to take another 20 out for the gondola ride. So we're at 100 gold. Doop, doop, doop. And the Progress of Truth is going to basically take the rest of that off. We have 10 gold left. That is annoying, Caius. That is annoying. You gave me exactly pretty much the amount of money that I need. You bastard. Alright, thanks, Jabasha. We're fucking out of here. Good luck with having that guard stationed right in your shop as you sell illegal books. Excellent. Alright, what time is it? Jacob! No. No! No! Where did Jacob go? Fuck! Come on. Come on. Just appear. What if I wait here? Will you magically appear? Nope. Sigh. Well, everyone, as we stand here, you know, at in the morning, at our base here at Indoranian, after killing that little scrib that disturbed us, with no Jacob in sight, with a heretical book in our pocket, I think this is where we're gonna leave Finwe, honestly. It has been exactly what he expected from having to do another one of Caius's fucking bullshit assignments. And now he finds that the rot of the blades is even present in the high fane of Vivec. So yeah, this is where we're gonna leave Finwe in his tale of his new life here in Morrowind. I'm gonna let you know that before the next chapter I am gonna go grab Jacob wherever he is and bring him here with us, because we're not gonna deal with that next time. But yes, thank you all for stopping by. I look forward to seeing what you have to say in the comments. And until next time, stay safe out there, everyone.